Yes, people, welcome to LRFC. Welcome to LRFC. Morning. Oh, it broke yesterday. Newcastle are signing some strikers all of a sudden. Walt Maid or something like that. His name is. He's having a medical at Newcastle at the moment, and they're gonna announce him probably today, Newcastle. And we should hear something about Isak very, very soon. So this is what we're here for. Please hit the like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I want to ask you guys a question. I'm talking about the regular guys in regards to the channel, what to do with it next. Because what I've seen around YouTube, guys, like there's too many Liverpool channels, and I've come back, but I've tried to fit in somehow. Maybe the best option for me is to do other teams as well as Liverpool, if you know what I mean, like what other streamers do. Because I want to do this for, I want to do this on a regular. I have been doing it every day. I have been doing 2-3 streams a day sometimes. And I keep thinking to myself, do I actually fit in here with the Liverpool crowd in regards to just doing Liverpool on its own? Because there's too many of us, man. There's too many of us. So I might put a poll after the show or during the show just to see what you guys think. But I will discuss it, obviously, with my loved ones and see what I could do. Because a lot of people gave me advice the other day saying to me, maybe the best option is like doing like a Fozzy TV kind of thing, talk about other teams as well as Liverpool. It's tough, guys. It's tough, man. And as well as like trying to do this on a regular basis, I've been doing it on my own. You know what I mean? I haven't done a panel shows for ages on this channel as well. So I've been trying to raise the channel some way, somehow. But it's tough. You know what I mean? I don't know what more I could do. I try to be entertaining. I try to do, different things. And if I don't do the Isak thing, I don't think people will be interested. It's just, it's too much of, of the same. That's the problem with me in this thing, man. But yeah, I'll ask you guys, I'll put a poll up later on and see what you guys think. Because, as I said, there's just too many Liverpool content creators doing the same thing. And who do you go to? But at least if you do different teams, everybody will, if you guys don't turn up, someone else will. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. That's what I've been trying to tell you guys. So, yeah, it's tough. It's tough, man. I can't keep doing this every single time again. Isak. So when Isak finishes, what's the next thing? That's the question as well. Can we do another thing after Isak? Are you going to be interested after Isak? Are you going to be looking at the watch-alongs and all that stuff? You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's tough, man. Yeah, because the first time I was here, it was all right because we was like growing together and all that stuff. But now there's just too many of us, man. And you can't all eat from the same plate for some reason. Because even the times we do the streams, it's similar. It's too similar as well. Listen, I've got no issues with anybody. Listen, good luck to everybody what they're doing. I'm always supporters of Liverpool channels, but what shall I do? That's the thing, because I want to do this on a regular. What shall I do? That's the thing. After the transfer, are you going to be here when I do the previews, reviews, talking about Liverpool, talking about certain players and things like that? There's a lot of things, man. And I just seen Simons, the RB Leipzig Dutch player, could be going to Tottenham instead of Chelsea. Crazy, isn't it? It's crazy, like how football's turning out. But then again, Chelsea might turn up and take that off them. So yeah, it's been an interesting transfer window, man. Crazy stuff. I'm loving it though, man. Listen, as long as we're gonna get our players, why do we have to argue? So I've been searching and this morning looking at the press conference of Arne Slot. They asked him about Isak, obviously the Arsenal game. So let's start with that. Then we move on to the Isak thing. So I've got a lot of stuff on Isak today. A lot. So let's go this one first. Let's listen to the boss. But yeah, let me get to the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe, people. Appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in as always. Yeah, as you can see right there. Big up CJ, man, as always. Smash the likes. Big up Scottish Bear. Thank you, brothers. According to Newcastle fans, Walton Maid is now a better all-round footballer than Isak. Good luck to them, man. Good luck to them. Big up Abdul, bro. Big up. Check, like, comment, share, subscribe. Isak Guehi is coming. Imagine they arrive at the Arsenal game and they unveiled there. It'd be great, wouldn't it? It'd be something special. 100%, man. 100%. I'm just looking at the chat, seeing what's going on. Red for Life, big up my brother. He's good. I like him, man. I like Waldemar. I think he's something Newcastle will get the best out of as well. You know what I mean? I honestly think that. Yeah, big up, brother. Fuzzy, last night Jamie did a late show starting at 1 p.m. That's late. Oh, 1 a.m. you mean? And I and a few mods was watching the likes when we hit 200. YouTube took 100 100 likes away from 200 to 100. What the hell? Jamie noticed OT as well. Crazy. Yeah, YouTube is a strange place, man. Sorry, I couldn't make that out what you said there. YouTube is a strange place, guys. They take likes away, they take subscribers away, they take views away. So if you're a small channel, you don't really get support. That's why I've been trying to tell you in the beginning of this. They just pick and choose who to support on YouTube. You can't really build, the fan base in YouTube channels. You know what I mean? Jamie should be on more, considering like when he arrived at YouTube, that's when I left. He has been on it, consistently, and he's on 7,000. That doesn't make sense. He should be at least on 20, something like that right now, or 25, 26, something like that. Because he's been consistent and he's been doing it for a long time. He's helped a lot of YouTubers out as well, and he doesn't get credit for that. That's why I'm surprised about sometimes. That's what I've noticed about a lot of YouTubers actually, that help people out. Nobody ever gives them credit, and the people they helped out forget about them. They don't really get them on their channel and all that stuff. So it's crazy. But at least Husam is doing that. Let me give credit to Husam and Judge Berg, of course. They help out everybody, and I love going on their channel. So yeah. It's kind of strange with YouTube, brother. But yeah, like I said about Jamie, he deserves more. He should be at least on 25, 30 subscribers, 40 subscribers, 50 subscribers, whatever it is. He works hard, man. And people that was below him are above him now, which is kind of strange. He's a great content creator. He makes a lot of sense. Sometimes, obviously, he's one side on the other side, and he goes to this side. But listen, that's how he prefers his, the way he thinks, and I respect that. But yeah, it's kind of strange. YouTube is a strange place to be. They keep taking things away from people. That's why I said to you in the beginning, maybe I should start doing other teams other than just Liverpool, because that's what I actually made this channel for originally. But if I just say Fuzzy TV, maybe it'll be better for me. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking at, guys. Just to let you guys know, I'd rather be honest with you guys than lie to you and all that stuff. Because you've been here and helping me out. That's the most important thing for me as well. So yeah. So let's listen to Anislot, then we go to the other ones. Yeah. Big up everybody that's on the chat. Rodrigo, big up, bro. Irishman, big up, bro. Q, big up. I always big up everybody, don't I? So yeah. Copite, big up my guy. Of course, Tony Steele, my guy. Big up, man. Yes. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. I will read out the chat. And let's listen to the boss. Then we move on to the Isak stuff. Don't worry about that. I got you, man. I got you.
Are you ready?
True. Sorry? I'm okay. Good? Yeah.
I'd imagine you're probably expecting this, and without naming names, but with Newcastle looking like they're getting a striker in, what impact does that potentially have on your own chance of adding to your squad? And in general terms, anyway, how likely do you feel you are now to add further signings to your squad before that deadline?
Before I answer that question, I have to ask you from Pat, because I just had an interview with him, what you had for breakfast this morning.
It was a donut that I kept from a game I was at the other night. That was all. I was working as a reporter at that point. Yeah.
So you came into the Liverpool building
with a donut. Yeah.
With a donut from?
From another football club.
Okay.
It's very nice, by the way. You should try it.
Yeah. It's too many calories.
Not the most healthy. That was in a rush this morning. I woke up late.
So yeah, Newcastle signed, if it's true, and I have no reason not to believe what you are saying, a new number 9. So that's very nice for Eddie, because Anthony Gordon is suspended, and Isak has not been training with the team a lot. So it's nice for him to have another number 9.
What about in general terms, though? How likely do you feel you are to add to your squad? Whether it's another striker, whether it's a centre-up, whatever.
No, I think I've said after Monday evening that that again I could make a substitution that impacted the game. That's what Federico did against Bournemouth. That's what Rio did now against Newcastle. So as always, we try to sign players that can help us. But there's no reason after the first 2 games to complain or to think we need more. But if we can strengthen the squad, then we will always try to do that if it's for the right money and it's the right player. And there are only 3-4 days to go now. So, yeah, let's see if we do something, and if we do something, what we can do.
Listen, guys, they are getting Isak. Yeah. Newcastle don't get a striker for around 70 million euros just to sit on the bench, and Newcastle only play with one, striker out front. So, and then you're asking about the second striker. Everybody's talking about Wilson. It's nothing to do with Wilson. Wilson left at the end of the season. As soon as the season was over, he left. Nobody was talking about replacing him. So every single time a striker comes along, they talk about replacing Wilson. And not only that, let me just say this. Walter made, I think that's how he says his name, is 70 million euro striker, right? Wilson wasn't 70 million. So how can you replace Wilson with a 70 million euro striker? Doesn't make any sense. So it is an Isak replacement. Just to let you guys know, don't panic. Isak is on his way to Liverpool. I'm finally convinced. A lot of us said by Friday we should hear something. We heard it yesterday. So that's great. Next steps now is obviously as soon as he passes the medical and he signs that contract at Newcastle, what are Liverpool going to do? Are they going to, push this forward? And that's what I'm looking forward to. So hopefully today we'll be hearing something in regards to Isak come to Liverpool, because we've got a few more days left. We've got Saturday, Sunday, and, a bit of Monday to sign some more players. Guehi has finished his second game for Crystal Palace. So we should hear some news on Guehi very, very soon in regards to come to Liverpool as well. I think something along the £40 million mark has been agreed that I've heard. So let's see how this goes, because we need both. We need both, guys. Arsenal are signing another player, Ekitike, apparently. So they're strengthening in every position. But the thing is, the pressure will be on Arsenal this season in regards to, trying to win the league. Because if they don't win the league, as I said in my many streams, Arteta is out. Arteta is gone. I'm telling you guys. And the way Man City look as well, Pep Guardiola might even not last long over there. So if Arteta will be gone at the end of the season, if they don't win the league, and Pep Guardiola is gone, how's the league going to be? Who's going to be the dominant force? You know what I'm saying, people? I don't think anyone looked into that. It's domination after that. So what is Arsenal's next manager? We don't know if Arteta leaves. Are those players psychologically going to be, thinking about that football club anymore, or they want to go to a bigger club that actually can challenge for a league title on a consistent basis? So, listen, we could all be shopping down there. We could all be shopping at Arsenal at the end of the season if they don't win the league. And I'm still a firm believer Liverpool's going to win the league this season. So yeah, just keep an eye on everything, guys. It will fall into place to our advantage eventually. I'm all about that. I stuck by it. I got pissed off a couple of times when we don't hear anything, because the weeks are getting lower now for the transfer window to close. 7 p.m. on Monday, guys. 7 p.m. on Monday. And if we don't have these players through the door, a lot of questions has to be asked. You know what I mean?
players that you're working with this weekend, and obviously it is a big game, what improvement do you feel you need to see that will give you the best chance of maintaining your own 100% record and ending Arsenal's?
No, the most simple answer to that is a lot, because we face a very strong team, and that was already really good last season, and I think I've improved their squad a lot during the summer. So and if you then look at all the quality they have, but especially one thing that stands out in the season till now, and what stands out in a negative way for us, is that we've conceded, if I include the Bilbao game, 4 set pieces. And of course, as we all know, that's one of their strengths, not the strength, but one of their strengths, because they can play in multiple ways. You can see,
guys, we've got to work on set pieces in this season. I said that last season, actually. Like, we had so many issues with set pieces in our box, and so many issues in set pieces in the opposition box. We didn't score from a lot, if you know what I mean. So we're conceding a lot, but we ain't scoring either. So we have to balance it somehow. It's frustrating watching us. Like, we're 2-2 in a game, and we've got set pieces that are around like 10 in a game or 15 in a game, and we don't even trouble the goalkeeper in any of them. So this season, we have to improve in that. And I was watching Sky Sports. A guy made a great point, the Irish fella who's always on Judge Mo's channel. What he said was, since Kwanzaa's gone, Konate has down-tooled, because he knows there's no competition coming from the from the back. So pause. So if we get Guehi in, is it a possibility Konate is going to improve? Is it a possibility Konate is going to elevate his game to the next level? Because there will be pressure on him. I don't expect Guehi to come into the team straight away. I think Guehi is a strong possibility to replace him, yes, but not straight away. So Konate will get a chance. Konate will get a opportunity to sign a contract as well. So if he doesn't do this, then we have to look at in Jan, if we're gonna keep him or sell him as well. So I'd rather get finance for Konate rather than leave him. He goes for free. I don't want to lose money. It's frustrating. I mean, we already did that. Trent is worth around 80-90 million. He's gone for free. 10 million, they paid just to release him early. That's embarrassment, guys. And then you look at Konate. How much is he worth in the market? Probably you could say around the same amount, maybe 60-70 million. And then, he'll go for free again. I don't want to lose things like that, guys. We've got to make these steps quickly. And as I said yesterday, I don't think he's worth 250,000 a week. Look at the performances right now. 250,000 a week. That's someone that's consistent. That's someone that, always turns up. He'll have the odd game here and there. But Van Dijk was getting that until he recently signed a contract. Think about it. All those years, Van Dijk was getting 250 a week. And he's been worth more than that for years. Like the likes of Varane at Manchester United getting 350 a week. Something along those lines. Or 300,000 a week. And Van Dijk was getting less than that. Why did Varane get that? Because he was at Man United and they pay silly wages. But Liverpool are always cautious with things like that. Is the player worth paying 250 a week? Is he consistent? Does he turn up? Is he always fit? No. So it's a risk taking on Konate, paying him that much every week. He needs to start shaping up, man, because I think he needs to go to the club and tell them, you know what, guys, I'll take probably 180, something like that a week. Because 250 is too much for him, man. Look at the performances. He's playing against us. I mean, the goals we conceded in the last few games, he's got a major part in it. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Please do me a favor, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Thank you.
How well they are managed by Miguel, and they're working for 5 years together, because they can play almost every style there is in football. And that tells you how well managed they are. But one of their strengths is also set pieces. And that is an area where if you look at Monday, when we faced Newcastle, we conceded 2, and against Bilbao, we conceded 2. It's a part we need to improve. Where we, by the way, were really good at last season. So no panicking at all. We also had to defend at Newcastle 350 set pieces. So that only conceding 2 is not even so bad.
Man, for a big club.
Obviously, both games against Arsenal finished in 2-2 draws. And I think against top 4 opposition, or the teams that finished in the top 4 last season. You took 11 points from a possible 18. I just wonder, even though it's such an early stage in the season, how important do you feel it is not to lose ground on a potential title rival?
Nah, not so much to do with losing ground, but it has to do with losing ground, but not that we play Arsenal. So it's more in the beginning of the season. You want to normally teams don't play their best game unless you keep the same squad completely and you add 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players. Then you can maybe expect that the team is growing even further. If you look at our situation, we've lost a few, we've added a few, so then it's not starting all the way new again. But I think it's normal that we play even better, not better, but even better in a few months than we do, or in a few weeks than we do now. But in the meantime, you can't lose ground.
You know, like when you look at our, hopefully you can hear me. When you look at our team at the moment, the issue that we have is because there's about 4 players in the first team. Guys, 1 second, yeah. And listen to Arnie, I'll be back in a second. I have to open the door.
Not a lot. Although I do think that it's. I would be surprised if there will be a point record this season in the Premier League. I would be surprised if one team gets more than 100 points because of the strength of the league. So you are able to drop once in a while a few points and still be competitive. And I think in the end of the season. But the best thing you can do is not drop points at all.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anna, just picking up on what you said there then, do you think that the league is more competitive noticeably this season than last season, based on what you just said?
If that's even possible, because it was already so competitive last season. But maybe I'm wrong, but I think in general teams spent more than last season. I'm not 100% sure, and I'm talking about net spend, not talking about what teams spent and forget then what they've sold, but in terms of net spend. But maybe I'm wrong. But last season we didn't do a lot, but I think our competitors didn't do a lot last season as well, and that's completely different this.
Yeah, as I was saying, like we've got a lot of new players this season, so it's going to be difficult for them to integrate with each other quickly. You know what I mean? The thing we need to do as a football club is be patient and let the players develop in their own way. Because if we rush our players, you know, and have a go at them and react like we normally do, because of the rival fans giving us, they always rile us up some way, somehow to get angry. The rival fans, and we actually react to that majority of the time, which is frustrating. But listen, Florian Wirtz, Kerkez, Frimpong, Ekitike and Isak and Guehi will need time, obviously, to be part of the team, be part of a system that's going to be flowing. And as long as we're winning for now, and not losing and getting a lot of draws, we'll be fine, guys. I don't think people should panic. Just wait, be patient, and see where we go from there. Because when you get new things, when you get new players into the team, it's always going to take time. Sometimes, players come into the team and they look part of it. That's because majority of them come from a top team, if you know what I mean. But sometimes it doesn't, and this is why. When you see Florian Wirtz, he looks lightweight in the Premier League, but that's 2 games. When I look at Florian Wirtz, it looks like a player that's ruthless, a player that knows what he wants. He's just scouting. That's what he's doing. He's just scanning what's going on around him. How do I improve in this team? And why is players always next to me like that instead of like far away from me in the Premier League like they were in the Bundesliga? So yeah, he's scanning now. He's trying to understand how it works. And I got a feeling, against Arsenal, it could be that game. Which will be, his announcement, I'm here. You know what I mean? Because, when you're playing against good teams don't always, mark you because you're a special player. They want to have their own impact in the game. And, playing against Arsenal's Odegaard and, Saka and all this stuff. And it's going to be brilliant because it's going to be like your best players versus our best players. We don't need to mark each other throughout the game, and all that stuff. Let's just play our football and see who wins the game. That's how it is with the Arsenal game. Unless Arteta changes his mind and goes, let's do deep line defending and block them coming in and all that stuff. So I've got a feeling this Sunday this game is going to be phenomenal, guys. Like, they're going to play their football, we're going to play our football. They're going to play their possession football, we're going to play our possession football. We're going to play our flair football, they're going to play their flair football. That's what I see in this game on Sunday, guys. And I'm telling you, man, it could be the coming of Florian Wirtz in this game. I've got this feeling, man. He's going to smash it. I'm telling you guys. And I'm looking forward to it. What are you saying, Scottish Bear? Screw that fuzzy. BU, that's what makes the channel great. You should get different guests on. I will do that one day. But the thing is, bro, it's the support in it. That's what I mean. Sometimes I got 7 people, sometimes I got 8 people. Obviously, when other channels are on, we clash. I know you guys got loyalty to other people and all that stuff. But if I expand, and do different teams and all that stuff, then you get different people on every single time, if you know what I mean. Liverpool community, there's just too many of us at the moment on YouTube, and it's tough, bro. It's tough for me. And I've been here since 2019, bro. I know I haven't been consistent, but I'm sure recently you guys see me every day now. And I've tried. It's difficult. Like I said, I'm going to discuss it with you guys, and I'm going to discuss it with my family and friends and see where I could go from there. At Fuzzy, it's why I never made a Liverpool channel. I agree there is too many. There you go, Q. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's tough, bro. It's really, really tough. I don't know where I fit in, you know what I mean? And I'd rather be in my environment. I have to go to other channels just to see, just to show people I'm alive. You know what I mean? And YouTube doesn't push people out there. You see Uncle Roz, you see myself. We've been around for a long time, and I don't know what more I can do. I try to relay football the way I see it, the way I am. And if people don't like it, it's difficult, man. It's really difficult. Let me just put it that way. I always make time for you, for your channel, my man. Keep up the good work. Appreciate that, my guy. Appreciate that. So let's still listen to Arne Slot. Then we move on to Isak after that. There's a lot of other YouTubers talk about Isak going to Liverpool as well. So I will bring them up for you. Let's go, Arne Slot.
Obviously, it's very early to make
for the exception of Chelsea last season, maybe. But I think Arsenal, Man City didn't do so many signings last season. So that's the difference between this season.
Obviously, it's very early to be making assessments and judgments and drawing any sort of firm conclusions. And Arsenal got injuries as well. But what do you see as the key differences that your team will need to be aware of this time against them compared to last year with the new players they've added?
Wow. I think there are a lot of similarities with both teams. So I don't think the playing style of Arsenal changed a lot with the new signings coming in. Maybe they have a different number 9 than they had last season, although Jesus was also a real number 9, but didn't play that much. But I think the one they have now is different to Havertz, for example, or Trossard that played last season in our home game over there. So that is more a false 9, you could say, where I think Gyökeres is more a target man. So that's maybe a small difference where we have to know, and he makes maybe even more runs in behind than the other number 9s did. But in general, I see a lot of similarities between last season and this season with the style of play they have. And I think it's the same with us.
Thank you.
Arne, it's hard to imagine.
Listen, guys, sorry, guys, let me just rewind that a bit for you. I don't want to be rude. Arsenal, what do I think of them this season? I think they're a big threat. What I've seen of Arsenal this season is like they aren't squad depth wise weaker than last season. They've improved, if you know what I mean. So I went on Judge Mo's channel yesterday. That lady Jess was on there. She was speaking about what they have and how happy she is. Last season, when Saka was at, when Kai Havertz was at, all we heard is excuses from Arsenal continuously, saying like the reason he beat us is because there was no Saka. And no, at the same time, we was top of the league when Saka was there as well. People forget that. Liverpool were top. But now, obviously, they've got squad depth. They've got so many players, and they've got to strike a focal point. The excuses can't be there anymore, man. They can't. It just can't be there. So now, all I'm seeing is confident Arsenal. We don't need Saka at Liverpool. We'll beat them with that Saka. We'll beat them with that Odegaard. That's what they're saying. Obviously, you guys know Saka's injured and Odegaard's injured as well. Maybe Odegaard would start. It was a shoulder issue that he had, but possibilities he would start over, more than what Saka will. So they are strong. They're very strong all over the pitch. Goalkeeper, they've got Kepa obviously as the second goalkeeper. They've got a few centre backs. Henkape could be on his way as well. They've got loads of left backs. They've got loads of right backs. And obviously in midfield, you saw Zubimendi there with Rice and Odegaard there. And now they've got Eze on top of that. So there's no excuse this season, guys. They can't blame injuries if they lose the league this season. But the thing is, when you get a lot of players, how quickly can they all integrate into a team that's psychologically already damaged for 3 seasons? People don't look into that. Like I said, they've got the strength and depth now. There's no excuses. So we'll see how good they are. We'll see.
Arne, it's hard to imagine a more sparkling start to his Liverpool career for a striker than Hugo Ekitike. Goals in his first 3 important games. As a finisher, that's fantastic. But at least 2 of the goals, he's been the starting point with the goal against Bournemouth and also against Newcastle. How impressed have you been with him so far? And what are the facets that he has in his game that can see him make even a lot more improvement and add, greater attacking elements to your game?
I think you've already made a big impact, as you said, in our attacking part of our game. So not only scoring goals, but also be part of build-up situations where he was someone that started the attack or was part of us starting attack. I think that is not talking about a difference a bit more than last season, where although when Lucio played there, he was also a lot of times part of our build-up. The most simple answer to what he can improve is his match fitness. So I expect him to do even a lot more without the ball than he already does, because he's already working hard. But there we can improve, which is completely normal because he has to adjust from a different league, from a different playing style. So Frankfurt wasn't as pressing as much as they pressed, but not as much as we tried to do. And then coming to a different country, coming to a different league, there's a lot for him to handle. And then if we come back after the international break, it's Champions League games added to that, where he was used to playing, I think, Europa League, which is also a good level, but not as high as Champions League. So there is the main point of improvement, I think, which is completely normal because he came a bit later in pre-season. So to adapt to the intensity levels without the ball, I think there are small steps to make for him.
In the league,
with Ekitike, guys, listen, he started off great. He started off on fire, actually. So I've got to give him credit for that. But expect a drop-offs at some stage, if you know what I mean. Because with players, like I said, some of them straight away integrate into the team and they do brilliantly. But some of them drop off. Well, they don't start great, as Florio Wirtz. You know what I mean? So I'm expecting something different from Ekitike in the long run. You might not see similar to what you're seeing now. So don't be harsh at him when he drops off slightly during the season. But then again, he might not even play as a striker. He could be playing on the left when Isak comes in as a striker. But don't ever mistaken that we're not going to use Ekitike as a striker anymore. We're still going to use him as a striker. It's good to rotate, especially when you're going for big trophies. Imagine Isak, Ekitike. I think Ekitike has convinced a lot of fans that he can play as a striker now. 3 goals in 3 games. The only thing I question sometimes, he doesn't hold on to the ball up at the top for long. You know what I mean? It keeps coming back every single time, and it really frustrates me. But once he learns that, he's only 22, guys, so he's got a time on his side to improve as a player. Let's just be honest there. But as soon as he figures that out, something you could sort out anytime. That's not a difficult thing, as a footballer to sort out. So he can sort that out. Just holding up the ball more, getting in behind the defense. I haven't seen him sprint past defenders yet. I want to see his pace. I want to see if he can, pace everybody. Because I seen him at Frankfurt. I see him do that. I see him actually racing Van der Ven and beating him to a ball. So he has got pace. I just want to see more of that when he plays for Liverpool. So yeah, having two strikers. You know what I mean? We had Jota. We had rest in peace. We had, of course, Darwin Núñez, and we had obviously Gakpo. We had listen. We had 6 strikers last season. So 6 players that can play as a striker. I mean, so now we're getting another one on top of that. That's brilliant. And keeping Chiesa on top of that, that's even better for us. So we can still sing that beautiful song, if you know what I mean. So let me read Red for Life before I go on. I watch a lot of Liverpool channels, although I really like the live streams, I've noticed some of the other channels that exclusively pre-record videos do better view and subscribe wise. I have been, when I started this channel, it's all pre-recorded, bro. But I like to do live interaction. I like to talk to you guys. That's the whole point. I come on here so you know you could chat to me, even debate with me, innit? And I could just explain. Look at Badro, always challenging me on here. Look at Trudon, always challenging me on here. If you know what I mean. We're always going back and forth with that stuff. So I like that kind of things, man. Because you know, I could be wrong, you could be right, or we could meet in the middle. Things like that. That's what it's all about for me, man. Appreciate everybody for supporting me on the chat as well, man. Yeah, it's just something I've been thinking about recently, guys. I've got so much equipment here. I thought I'll be all right, but I can't do any more than what I can do on this channel, guys. Like the graphics, the speaking, and sometimes I know I'm off it, but recently I've been okay, I think, because you know I've been having a break. I haven't been going to work. This is my job in the past week, so I just want to continue with things like this, but get more success out of it, hopefully in the near future, man. At the end of the day, guys, like I'm here as me. I'm doing me. I'm doing Fuzzy. I'm not asking for help from anybody else. I want to do it as me. That's the whole point. Because if you ask for help, you're always going to owe someone. I don't want to owe anyone anything. I want to like see if I've got that talent to do YouTube and all that stuff. So that's the whole point of this. That's the whole point of this, man. Appreciate everybody's advice and help as well, man. Honestly, appreciate that, man. I'm not going to walk away. Don't worry, guys. It's just like something I've got to think about. Do I change the name so I could watch every other streams of other teams and all that stuff and talk about other teams at the same time? Or do I just stick with LFC and see where we can go from there in the next year or so? Because, guys, I've been here since 2019, man. I've been here before everybody else, even Jamie, if you know what I mean. And yes, I took a year out, but I've been back since. I'm here. You know what I mean? So I got to see what I'm going to do.
Games so far against Bournemouth and again against Newcastle, where Liverpool at times were really up against it. It's admirable and a real quality to find a way to win under those circumstances. But it's not sustainable, is it, throughout the season, particularly as, you know, against opposition like Arsenal on Sunday. So what's the key to improving the playing strategy where you're going to have more control in games?
Not playing every game at St. James's Park.
I
would like to play every single game at Anfield. But against the Bournemouth team, where we had a hard time against last season as well, when we were 3-0 up, they just kept on coming, which now led to a goal, and all of a sudden was a game where they had the chances last season as well. So not conceding set pieces would also help with controlling the game a bit more, because I don't think after halftime we had control over the game, but then conceding a set piece, and then the whole stadium felt that there was something to win for them again. So yeah, of course we can improve things, which is normal if you have to. I think it was in the Charity Shield where 5 positions were different than the main starters we had last season, and I think that hasn't changed that much against Bournemouth and also against Newcastle. So it's normal that we can still improve things, but we could, even with the team of last season, improve a lot of things, I can tell you. But I don't think we had any control over the game last season in the first 15 minutes against Newcastle as well. I think we even played worse over there in that first 15 minutes. So you need to compare the right things with each other. You cannot compare the start of last season with the opposition we faced then to the start of this season. That is, although all the teams are very strong, but Newcastle away is, I think everybody agrees on that, one of the most difficult fixtures you can have. And Arsenal at home is not any different to that.
Thank you.
Hi, Arnie. I wanted to ask you about Florian Wirtz. I felt like Newcastle did a really good job of denying him the ball with their bank of 5 across the midfield. I think he only received 19 passes compared to 34 against Bournemouth. If that situation is repeated, perhaps against Arsenal, would you like him to maybe work harder to maybe come deeper to search for the ball, or is the onus more on his teammates to maybe be a bit braver and try and pass through the lines?
No. This is all nothing to do with it. The only answer I can give is what you probably know, because you're quite good in data. Normally, you started with data this question, so you should add in this question that there was only 40% ball in play in Newcastle. So then to have a lot of touches is quite difficult. And when the ball was in play, the ball was in the air, so they didn't block anything.
Listen, Florian Wirtz is a great player, guys. Just I think too many questions from people that actually don't play football. These are nerds. Nerds are the ones who are asking the question. Nerds that never touch a ball in their life. Think about it that way. They're only seeing what they see. They've never been on a football pitch to understand how a player plays. That's the thing people need to understand here. Unfortunately, in the modern day football, there's too many nerds that's asking questions to managers, which doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? I'd rather a footballing person ask me a question, because a footballing person would ask you different questions about players and when they first appear in a team. 2 games and they're already judging Florian Wirtz. What is that all about? Like, how can you judge a player on 2 players? No, sorry, on two games. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I've never seen anything like that. That's the weirdest thing in football. That's when I start thinking, man, have I been away from football for years or something? Have I just woke up from a coma? You can't judge a player on 2 players. So on two games. It's going to take time. You know what I mean? And patience. There's one thing playing in Germany. Space galore. Bigger pitches. Fans away from you. They're not abusing you. That you can't even hear that if they're abusing you. In the Premier League, everything's like this, squashed in. Players are next to you. Fans are next to you. Pressure is next to you. You know what I mean? So it's going to be difficult for players to perform on that level continuously when they've just arrived. So they got to find a way. That's the only thing with Florian Wirtz. He's just got to find a way to, overcome that. And with our support as Liverpool fans, as we are the best fans in the world, we could get him through that. Simple as that, man. It's just these dumbass questions from people that's never played the game, who just do writing and all that stuff. It's frustrating, man, because I don't want us to turn on our player, man, because I've got a feeling people will turn on him eventually if he plays badly against Arsenal. You know what I mean? So yeah, just be careful, guys. Back your players, man. Back your players, guys. Honestly. Big up, Borough Vane. I think quite. What you say there? Big up, Fuzzy. You do great content. Keep it up. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I just want to find my place, bro. That's all, man. It's becoming frustrating, to be fair. Like I said, I'd rather just be on my own channel and just do my own things and have fun with you guys. That's the whole plan of this, but it's difficult, guys. It's really, really difficult. Fozzy, listen to your guests, bro. You already know what to do next. Thank you, my guy. Porsche, thank you very much. Morning, Mr. Irishman. Big up, my brother. It doesn't mean you can't do live streams, but maybe make videos that pre-recorded where you recap the news or give us a news break or something. It might boost your viewership. Also making shorts. I understand, bro. I understand, but I just want to master the live stream first, bro. Then when you master the live streams, then you could move on to the pre-recorded and the short videos. You just gotta have one ready first, then the next follows. That's what I want to do, bro. I've already got that plan in my head. Don't worry about that. Appreciate that, my guy. Appreciate that. What are you saying, Trudon? These YouTubers who don't sleep. I woke up at 2 a.m. Jamie, James, Redmond were streaming. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Yeah, but Jamie deserves more, guys. Like, we've got to support our brother there, man. He does a lot. He does a lot. He's been on for a while, man. I think 2019, maybe 20. He's been here. And I remember a lot of the YouTubers that are on 20K, 50K, and all that stuff, he got them on his channel on a consistent basis and helped them out. You know what I mean? So, listen, the guy deserves more, man. I can't believe he's on 7K. He should be on more. He should be on more. Support our brothers, man. That's what I always say, man.
The ball was just in the air, and it was duel after duel after duel after duel. Set pieces to defend, set pieces to attack. So there was not much football over the ground. So you are talking about Florian, but I also know that Mo would have loved to touch the ball a little bit more than he did in Newcastle. But he didn't touch the ball. He touched the ball more this time in Newcastle than he did last season. And he did touch the ball more this season against Newcastle. I'm talking about Mo than he did again in the League Cup. So it's also the opposition you face, the playing style of the other team you face. And I've said last season after Plymouth that if we would have been there with the starters, we probably also wouldn't have played a good game. And everybody was looking at me, what are you saying? No, that playing style of every ball long, every set piece thrown into your box is a playing style where it's not so easy to play your best game. And for Florian or for Mo or for Hugo, I don't think Hugo touched the ball a lot. And Cody didn't touch it probably a lot as well. So 40% playing time. The last time that happened was 2010 when Stoke City faced Sam Allardyce.
Stoke City and Sam versus Sam Allardyce. Goodness gracious me, that is sick, isn't it? Tony Pulis versus Sam Allardyce. That must be the most boring game in history. Let me just put it that way. Big up Rodrigo, bro. Big up brother. Isak is coming. Guehi as well. Sunday we win and go to international break at the top of the league. Give me a hell yeah. Of course I'll give you a hell yeah. Not many people can do that, but I can do that. No worries.
Give me a hell yeah. I said, give me a hell yeah.
Yes, Stone Cold. Bit of a Stone Cold stanker there. Yes. So let me read the comments before I go on, guys. I want to do a prolonged show today, so we could just speak about all the stuff we have to cover and all that. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, my stream last night got copyrighted. LOL, I knew it would. What did you put up, man? What did you put up? Let me know so I could avoid it. All the stuff I do on here, they're not copyrighted, by the way, Irishman. I've had stuff that's copyrighted before. I don't do them no more. I had the Ultimate Warrior theme I had before. I tried it. And I got copyrighted, so I said, nah, I ain't gonna do it no more. Yeah, Q says YouTube love when someone acts like yes, man child. I know, bro. If you don't know nothing about football and just chat shit, they will love you. They will put your channel in a different level, and I can't be like that, man. Listen, guys, I've got footballers. I've coached footballers who are like made it in professional football. I can't come on here and be an actor like that, man. I mean, that's not my identity. You know what I mean? I actually played football, and I've got footballers that actually made it into football as well. So I might look young, but I'm 46 years old, and I've helped out a lot of players in my lifetime, as well as I tried to make it in football. But listen, I wasn't good enough. It is what it is. But if I could just talk about football and have fun with it, why not, man? Why not? They like that stuff, Q. But listen, good luck to them if they want to do that. I don't judge people over here, bro. It's up to them if they want to be actors or they want to be proper YouTubers that are honest. If you know what I mean. I like channels. I like this channel. I like this channel. Okay, all on this channel is great, wonderful, and family community. I don't have friends, and you guys are my real friends. I've been backstabbed and not genuine people anymore. Abdul, you know what I said to you before? I'm here. If you guys need me, I'm here. You're always welcome to come on the channel, man. That's what it's all about. And there's always a chat section below if you want to talk, man. That's what it's all about for me. And I'm on Twitter anyway. I've got Fosdy79 on there. If you guys want to follow me, it's picking up for some reason. I've got over 1,000 people on there. Wow, 1,030 people on my Twitter account, which I had from 2009. Look how long that. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy. You are a top man, Abdul. There you go. Always supported and saying kind words. There you go, Abdul. That's for you, my guy. That is for you. Let me see who's on the channel. Of course, Porsche's in the house. John Conway. Me and John Conway go a long way. Let me just put it there. Yeah. Abdul's cool, man. Abdul's always cool. And Jordans always look like they are on something, so it's hard to even take them seriously. The thing that made me laugh the other day, guys, I don't know if you've seen Alan Shearer in the stands. Like, he looks like a undercover security guard. He was showing his biceps and all that stuff, skin tight shirt, and he had another security guards around him. They were out for war. I was thinking to myself, we didn't come here for that. We came here to play football. We came here to win. We're not here with this war business with Newcastle. Your player wants out. That's it. Liverpool did not push him out. He wants out. He wants to go to a proper club, not a club that's trying to do fast track like Chelsea and Man City, cheating their way towards titles. No, he doesn't want to be part of that. He wants to be part of a proper team. And not only that, your owner went to his house to offer him more money to make him stay, and he still said no. Doesn't that tell you something? And now all of a sudden, you're buying players. Isak deserves all the respect from Liverpool fans once he arrives, guys. Please make a song for him. Please support that guy. Please make him, the greatest player ever, man. Because I've never seen a guy fight for Liverpool as much as Isak did. Never. In my lifetime, anyway. Been here since 1987, remembering football. I've never seen a player fighting like this. Even I guarantee they offered him probably $500,000. They're the richest club in the world. They're richer than PSG. They're richer than Man City. They're richer than Chelsea. I guarantee they offered him something, to stay. And he still said no. That's a proper footballer, That's a proper footballer. I'm just looking forward to when he wears that number 9 shirt and just scores goals for Liverpool Football Club. I just can't wait. Isak, Salah, Gakpo, Wirtz, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Gravenberch. Lord of mercy. Damn, man. Where is Bernie Mac when you need him, man? Where is he?
Lord have mercy. The Lord is my shepherd. He knows what I want.
There you go.
Obviously, those are rare statistics.
Which was that? Was that Bolton? Blackburn. Okay.
Obviously, those are rare statistics, but are you concerned that maybe some of the teams might try to use that as a way of trying to keep some of your attacking players away from the ball, being more direct, keeping the ball in there?
That's also not the first time that we faced this playing style. This happened last season as well. The difficult thing for us was that although the Newcastle players can play in a completely different style, really, really, really good as well, but this style suits them also really well if you look at how tall most of their players are. And the deliveries, the set pieces from Trippier are also high quality. So yeah, that makes it even more difficult. So I'm not sitting here saying that with the starters.
Did you ever think to yourself, sorry to interrupt what Arnie is saying. Big up Harris, man. Harrison, sorry. Big up, my guy. Thank you for that, man. Appreciate that. Honestly, appreciate that. Big up. You never walk alone. I could see you. I see you. And Steve, I see you. I see. And Clark Kent, of course. I see you all. Don't worry, guys. I will get your comments up. Big up, folks. Keep it up, bro. Some channels just hit the gold VN, I think they say, and blow up. I know, bro. I know. I'm not. Listen, in life, I'm good. I don't need YouTube. Let me just put it that way, guys. Yeah, I'm not bragging or anything like that. I'm just trying to give you guys how my life is. I'm good. I don't really need YouTube. I just come on here for entertainment purpose, as a hobby. Think about it this way: if I was 20, if I was 25, going to 30, whatever it is, I'll still be playing football. You know what I mean? I won't be on YouTube. I'll be playing football in the football pitches outside or anywhere, Hackney Marshes, whatever it is. You know what I mean? So I can't do that anymore. My knees at my age can't go anymore. It's gone. It's dead. Forget it. They don't work anymore. So I thought, let me just come on YouTube and, share my thoughts and experiences about football. I'm a football person. I'm not a person that just come on here, watch football from 2000 and telling you, oh, I'm here and all that stuff. And no, I'll look back. I'll go back. When I started watching football, I go back in history, how it was great, what players made football, Pele, all the way Cruyff, all the way George Best, all the way, Kenny Dalglish, all these guys, Ronaldo, Baggio. That's how I know football. Ronaldinho, the greatest, R9, Messi, Ronaldo, CR7. That's what I am. I'm a football person. I'm not these people that, come on here without any knowledge about football of the past. In order for you to understand football, you need to learn about the past, how it started, who was the greatest. Because what I see nowadays, people telling me Messi is the greatest. Neymar is the greatest. Neymar, by the way. Ronaldo is the greatest. But they don't know before that how good players were, how football was. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. And not only that, sometimes they say, Maldini is the greatest defender, and they're only 20 years old. So how is he the greatest defender? How do you know Maldini is the greatest defender? Have you studied him? No. All I know is it's been passed on from my dad. But have your own vision. Have your own thoughts towards the player. See how great he was before you judge it. Not because someone passed it on to you. I've always said that they compare Messi and Maradona. Maradona is the greatest in my opinion. Messi is good, but Maradona was... The football that we play now, it's all Maradona. The freestyle outside football, Maradona created that. He used to do freestyling before anybody. Let me just put it that way. The dribbling skills Messi does. Where did it start from? Maradona. Before that, Pele. People like you got to watch football, man. Did you guys even know Grincha, the Brazilian? I think he was the only player that I remember had a disability. He was a great right winger, quick, tricky, but nobody knew he had a crooked right foot. They didn't know that he had a disability, which is one of his legs was deformed. Like it wasn't like straight or anything like that, and he still became one of the greatest wingers of all time. Nobody knows things like this. Go and watch history of football for you to understand it. Don't give me this Neymar and these guys, and they're the worst for football. I'm telling you guys. Don't like these people, man. Neymar is one of the worst I've ever seen, man. One Copa America he missed since he's been playing for Brazil, and they won it. Came back, they lost it. Come on, man. Crazy. Big up Harrison, by the way.
We would have had it as difficult against Plymouth as we had against Newcastle, but in general, it's a playing style where you constantly have to be ready for every single ball, and but we can do better. It's not only the playing style. We can do better than we did at Newcastle or at Plymouth, but it's not the first time we faced this playing style. Many teams did this playing style last season as well.
Last one. Yeah. Just on team news, Anna. Obviously, a very physical game against Newcastle. I just wanted to check.
I'm expecting. I've heard McAllister will be back in this game, so we might have the Premier League winning midfield in this game. Probably McAllister, Gravenberch, and Wirtz. I don't know where they're going to fit in Szoboszlai in this game, but Szoboszlai is needed, didn't it? You saw him in the last game against Newcastle. He was the best player on the pitch, in my opinion, with Van Dijk. Genghis, what's going on? Getting tense these last days of the transfer window and game. 100%, bro. It's getting very tense. Very, very tense. Big up Double, my guy. Double L Lion. What are you saying? Fozzy, when can I be a mod? I want to be like my brother CJ. I'm always here as well. And big up on the other channel. Come on. Bro, you could be a mod anytime you want. All you have to do is ask me, man. I'm not this type of people that say no to people. Come on, man. Yeah, I'll put you as a mod, man. Don't worry about it. I'll see you every time, Double, man. Don't worry about it, bro. I'll make you a mod. Scottish Bear is the lead mod. You know what I mean? So he kills it in here. So I wonder, will we see a few different formations this is? I think so. What you got to look at, you never walk alone, is last season, Arne Slot didn't have enough time with the players to, put his own ideas through. They came at the end of obviously the preseason, which was Seville at home. That was the only game they played in preseason. So what he went with was what he did. No tactical, games and different games or anything like that. It was just like keep it tight, make sure we win the game. It wasn't no like we play with style or anything like that. He just kept it simple, which is the Jurgen Klopp formation, and see where we go from there to the end of the season. And fortunately, we've won the Premier League because of it. But this season, I'm expecting him and Van Bronckhorst and the other coaching staff they have to accommodate games, which means if a game is difficult, we're going to find a way to overcome that with a different formation and things like that. Yes, 100%. I want to see the Arne Slot system in this season. I want to see what Arne Slot can produce for us. Are we a possession team? Are we a counter-attacking team? Are we a defensive team? What are we? I want to know all that stuff. Or can you like I said, accommodate certain games and see if we could develop in a different way and all that stuff. So yeah, I want to see it. I want to see it. I think there's going to be a lot of stuff happening, my guy. I honestly think that. And Arne Slot, listen, this guy won the Premier League not with his team. He's won it with Jurgen's team. So if he can do that with players that belongs to another manager originally, imagine when he's got his own players, what he can do. Now, this is his players. And we got to see what is the Arne Slot way of football. Yeah, man. I hope I cleared that up for you, bro.
How the players have been in the intervening days, and whether there are any doubts heading into the Arsenal game, fitness-wise, that you didn't have before.
No, I don't think so. I think the positive is that Conor Bradley.
Big up, Jake, man. Big up, Lady B.
1 or 2 training sessions before the Newcastle game. He has trained this week, the whole week, or the whole week, still 2 days to go. But and McAllister started training again, so I don't think we had any injury coming out of that game. No. And Virgil is also okay. I think that's the main thing you would maybe question, but he's okay. Yeah.
And one more if I can on Rio and Gamoa. I mean, obviously there's been a lot of talk about him this week after his goal. And what role do you see him playing for you this season? What do you see as the best way to manage him? And longer term, how far can he go?
Left winger. Left winger. That's the role I see for him. Or is that not what you mean? No. On a serious note, I think this whole how do you say this? This whole press conference started with also with spending of us, all other clubs in the Premier League. And the nice part of it all is that then in the end, the 16-year-old coming from the academy, partly Chelsea, partly ours, scores the winning goal. So that's also the beauty of football, that although we've spent a lot, sold a lot as well, there's still room. That's also the reason if we only spent and not sold, then there was probably not room for him. But now there is room for him. Is that a good way to say that? And he can show his qualities. And as things stand now, there's still room for him to show that in the upcoming game as well, because we haven't made any signing. So I think he will be on the bench again, and has a fair chance of coming in if it's needed in the game.
Thank you.
So what Arne Slot is saying there about Rio, he's saying the kid has room to improve. Listen, it's part and parcel of football. When you're 17 years old, although as a coach, I won't push a player to play first team football on a regular basis. I said that in the beginning of the season when the people were asking me about Rio. I said I want him to be an impact player. And what happened? He came on, changed the game against Newcastle, scored a goal. Beautiful goal in the last minute of the game. So it shows a player, once he starts doing things like that, so he would develop slowly instead of like trying to rush him. Let me give you an example. Look at Kobe Mainoo. Remember what I said, the people that's been here with me since when Kobe Mainoo started playing for Man United. What I said was, I even had Man United guests on here, and we discussed it, and they asked me questions about him. I said, I think they threw this kid into the first team too quickly. He's doing basics, which is passing left and right. But he hasn't developed as a player. And what happened? Now he's about to leave Man United because they pushed him too early. If they let him develop in his own way, he could be one of the best players right now. He was pushed into England as well and all this stuff in a young age, taking too much responsibilities and, you know, being thrown out there. The press are after him, you know, waiting outside his house. Things like that. That should not happen to a footballer at that age. Just slowly integrate them into the team. Give them a few years to learn a lot of things. And then eventually they will become the player everybody wants them to be, and even more sometimes. So with Rio, I don't want Raheem Sterling to happen with Rio. We pushed Raheem Sterling so quickly, he had a big head. All of a sudden, he wanted to leave. Oh, I've got no loyalties to Liverpool. Thanks for developing me as a player, but I've got no loyalty. I'm a Man United fan. I should not be playing for Liverpool. That's what he did. And then where did he go? He went to Man City. Don't forget, people, I thought Rio was a Liverpool fan. He's actually a Man United fan. So this is too similar. I'm uncomfortable here with that. Maybe the kid's brain is different to that idiot, you know what I mean, that left us last time. So let's just work with him. Let him find his way at Liverpool Football Club. Let him fall in love with Liverpool Football Club. You know what I mean? Get that Man United badge, you know, thrown away and all that stuff. And then, you know, we could play him on a regular eventually. I still think we should get another left winger in to help, obviously, Gakpo on that left side. I know we've got Chiesa that can do that. I know that, guys. But I still need a Diaz replacement in that side, man. So Rio can develop as a player as well. Yeah. Listen, it's a long way, isn't it? What are you saying? What are you saying, my guy? What are you saying, Mr. Steve? Let me bring up the Isak stuff that I drew up for you. Yeah. Fabrizio Romano was speaking about it. So let me start with Fabrizio. Yes, Fabrizio Romano spoke about it last night. Let me give you the video for that. You know you love Fabrizio, don't you guys? You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Where's the bomb? There you go. This is Fabrizio Romano on there. So we're going to go with Isak now, guys. We'll discuss it. And we'll...
Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. Big day, many movements.
Man,
hey, guys, welcome.
This guy's fast, man. Hang on, Fabrizio. Wait for me, bro. Steve, what are you saying? What the F are Chelsea going to do with Garnacho? They have more wide attackers than most of the league does. I don't know, bro. That's what they do every window, in a transfer window. They just overstack players and try to work it out on the pitch. There's never a structure in place with Chelsea. That's why I keep telling people, stop giving me this headache about they're going to be challenging for the title. They're not, because there is no structure in place for that team. Maresca is all over the place. Okay, they've won the Conference League, the World Club Cup, and all this nonsense. Nobody cares about those competitions. Do you care? If Liverpool was in a Conference League, would you be proud of that? Hell no, I wouldn't, because we're not that type of club. They are. So yeah, it's weird. It's weird, man. Very, very strange. Let me just put it that way. What you say in the Porsche, every talented ones were replaced by, yes, persistence. So don't worry about the talent. I like that. Not bad, my guy. Liverpool fan in Japan, been following him for a little over a year. He created his channel when Endo signed because he is a coach in Japan who knows his stuff. Amazing channel and community. I think I follow him on Twitter, bro. He started following me on Twitter. Let me see. If he's the one, I'll show you. We communicate, actually. Where is he? He's somewhere. Yeah. Is it this guy? Let me bring his channel on there. He's brilliant. Let me just put it that way. I love watching his stuff. He's got a few channels, actually, this person I'm talking about. Let me share it with you, and then you could tell me if it's him. Is it this guy, Red for Life? I guarantee it is as well. Once you see it, you're gonna say, yeah, how do you know him? Everybody follows. That's how it is. Is it this guy? This guy? Let me just share his stream. This is the guy, right? Him. Yeah, he's a good guy, man. Very good guy. Really enjoyed the conversations with him, man. It's just the time. Me and him, we're in different time zones. I sleep at 5. I'm asleep at 4 a.m. He's awake doing his streams at 4 a.m. If it's that one, Red for Life, there you go. I already know him. I know a lot of people, bro. I know a lot of people. I don't appear in everybody's channels. I know a lot of people, though. Yeah, he's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. Let me just put it that way, my guy. I know who he is. So let me share Fabrizio Romano what he's saying about Isak. So we're gonna start with the Isak right now. Let's go, Fabrizio. Please hit the likes and subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate everybody that's on. The target is always 50 likes. If you could get me to 50 likes, I appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. Come on, Fabrizio. Let's go.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. Big day, many movements, many things to say. Big bomb coming from Germany, England, and so let's jump into it together. Hey guys, time is running out and you know what that means. Every club is racing to add to their squad before the window closes. The final days, guys. And so after this week, no more deals can be made until next year. That's football, the window closes and that's it. But now with crypto, it's completely different story. You can continue trading and investing in real time, 24/7, 7 days a week, all year round. But you need a platform that can keep up. And so here we go. That's Kraken. It's the platform I trust, and I'm not alone. 15 million people worldwide are using Kraken. Security is what they are known for. Their industry-leading security standards give the investors the confidence to invest securely. So guys, it's not just about crypto anymore. You can invest in more than 400 crypto assets, stable coins, and even send instant payments anywhere with Kraken. So diversity.
Fabrizio, I don't need crypto, man. It's a freaking robbery place, man. Come on, man. Talk about the football now. Bloody hell. Crypto. What am I going to do? Listen, people got robbed. People are in jail because of crypto, man. Let's stop that shit.
Is fantastic. 14 years of trust, billions of trades completed, and still one of the easiest places to invest. You can go to kraken.com/Fabrizio today and get Kraken. This is the opportunity, guys. And so now, ready for the video. Here we go. And here we are, guys. As soon as we restart our video, it's always important to mention the timing, because during the transfer window, things can change in 5 seconds, especially in the final days. And so it's 8 p.m. here in Italy, and the big story is coming out of England and Germany, first reported by Daily Mail. We can confirm an information about Nick Woltemade, but let me start from, here we go for Nottingham Forest. Nicolò Savona, right back from Juventus, deal done. So after Douglas Luiz, Nottingham Forest also signed Nicolò Savona, agreement done for 15 million euros. Savona on his way to England tomorrow for medical test and contract signing. Rasmus Højlund on the verge of leaving Manchester United, agreement done between the two clubs already 2 days ago, as I told you, loan with obligation to buy. The deal is going to be around...
Man, they bought that guy for, I think, 80 million in Rasmus Højlund. Let me just check, man. That is crazy, man. We get laughed at, innit? We get laughed at about what we buy, but bloody hell. Man United spent a lot of money on players, you know? You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. Like, how do you, like... No. Let me continue what he's saying.
45 million euros total package. They are fixing something on the player side, and then Rasmus Højlund will be ready to travel for medical test and contract signing as new Napoli player. So one more outgoing is happening for Manchester United, and it's obviously an important news. Don't forget Anthony. Don't forget Anthony. Don't forget Anthony, because Betis are in constant contact with Manchester United to sign Anthony, to bring him back to the club. And negotiations.
So they bought Man United bought Rasmus Højlund. I don't know. I'm not good with names, guys. 64 million plus 8 million add-ons from Atalanta. Goodness me. Goodness me. So he played 32 games in the league and scored only 9 goals. Wow. Look at this. Like 95 games, scored 26 goals in the league. No way. Him? I can't remember him scoring goals. That's strange. Very strange.
It's underway again tonight. And so Anthony Betis is very hot deal and could happen very soon. So Man United working hard on the outgoings, waiting to understand what's going to happen also with Senne Lammens as new goalkeeper. This remains an important topic for Manchester United, because they want to bring in the Belgian goalkeeper. The conversation is ongoing, and so we will be following all the next steps of this story. But the big bomb of the evening, of the night, is reported by the Daily Mail, we can confirm it's a here we go. Nick Voltemade, the German striker who did a fantastic Euro Under-21, who did a fantastic second part of the season with Stuttgart, top target of Bayern for the whole summer, but then they said, okay, no, we can't do it because Bayern offered 35, 45, 55 million euros. Then everything rejected by Stuttgart, deal off. Stuttgart quite relaxed about Nick Voltemade staying at the club, thinking about a new contract, and then Newcastle appear. Newcastle with a secret mission made by the recruitment team in Germany to close the deal in 24 hours with a record deal, 85 million euros. Yes, 85 million euros for Nick Voltemade, long-term contract for the German striker who said yes to Newcastle. Champions League football, Premier League, big opportunity to be a superstar. And so Voltemade, the German striker, leaves Stuttgart, leaves Bundesliga. He's not going to Bayern. He was a top target for them, and he's going to Newcastle United. So a very shocking instant transfer in 24 hours. Everything completed. The player tomorrow, Friday, on his way for medical test and contract signing. And so Nick Voltemade, the big surprise of the last 24 hours.
I'm looking forward. Once I hear him, once I hear he's signed, I am happy. You know what's coming next, guys, isn't it? You know what's coming next. That means Isak is on his way. Is it just me or Watermaid looks like that Tom Davies that plays for the Blue Shite Everton people? Just let you know. Yeah, it does look like him. It does look like him a bit. I mean, don't cuss the guy, man. Don't cuss the guy that much. Yeah, that's a failure, isn't it? In itself, that player. Where is he? We need to improve at set pieces, crosses, long ball, corner, direct play, win 50-50, and win duels. I agree, Abdul. I agree with you, my brother. 100% agree with you with that one. If Sunday, Florian Wirtz is going to shine. This Sunday, Florian Wirtz is going to shine. This is going to be his game. Let's go. I agree with you, Rodrigo. You know what I mean? Open space, nobody man marking him. You know what I mean? And, creativity is best as well. What people don't understand about Florian Wirtz, I haven't mentioned yet, is in Germany, he was more or less on the left a lot, cutting in from the left. At Liverpool, he's got to be all over that, that role behind the striker. So this is what's new to him, if you know what I mean. If he played the same as for Leverkusen, which is, just coming off the left, maybe he would have done better. But now he's got more responsibility as a number 10, number 7. He's a number 7, isn't he? In that role behind the striker. And the movements of Ekitike and Isak, that will help a lot. Because remember, guys, in previous seasons, the issues that we had was when Salah was doubled up on 2 players, 3 players marking Salah. And after that, there's no creativity. There's no goals coming in. Now, everybody's going to share it. Remember, Gakpo scored 10 goals last season in the Premier League until he got injured. He came back slow, didn't he? He wasn't the player that left before the injury and all that stuff. So now what I look at when I'm looking at this attack-minded players that we have, there's going to be more spaces available for the likes of Salah, more spaces available for the likes of Gakpo. You know what I mean? You got a focal point that can get you goals on a consistent basis, and which is Isak. And then after that, you got Florian Wirtz behind him, so he could do those little balls when everybody's focused on Isak. Salah is free on the left, on the right hand side. Give him the ball. Gakpo free on the left. Give him the ball. Things like that, man. So it opens up more opportunities for us to score more goals. And come on, man. From midfield, we've got to score some more as well. Like at least if for more free players that's there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really, really looking forward to it, guys. Like there's a lot of avenues that's going to be open when we get these players all in the same, obviously, team. Guys, we could win the Champions League and the Premier League this season. Oh man, I'll be crying like a baby. Let me just put it that way. Oh. Steve, what's going on, bro? Let me just go to the comments, the people that I haven't put up in here. Come on, Fabrizio.
Does it mean, guys, that Newcastle obviously needed 2 strikers? We spent basically the whole summer mentioning that. But this kind of transfer, this kind of money, this kind of big name, this kind of top striker, because Voltemade could be the new Isak in terms of investment. I think, on a personal opinion, this is not a Newcastle message at all. It's just my personal view. But when Newcastle signed Alexander Isak from Real Sociedad, the kind of striker was like this. Very talented, very good, very tall, quality. So probably the deal is very similar when you bring this kind of top striker, top talent, big development ahead. And so keep an eye on this one, because now Voltemade to Newcastle, and we expect one more. Let's see what happens with Vissa and with the other candidates, could open the doors for Alexander Isak to join Liverpool. I spent the recent months, weeks, days, and also hours, in the last 24, 48 hours, telling you how Isak was keep pushing to go to Liverpool. And that remains the case. Liverpool knows that Isak spent the whole day telling Newcastle, I'm not staying. I'm not going to train. I'm not going to play. I want to go to Liverpool. I'm not going to sign a new contract. Newcastle tried in every way, including release clauses for 2026, lower than the price that Liverpool want to pay now. So Newcastle were trying every kind of solution to keep the player at the club. Not possible. Isak only wants to go to Liverpool. And now, with Voltemade going to Newcastle and with the opportunity to bring a new striker, I will be really careful on that story, because Liverpool are still there. Liverpool are still fighting. Liverpool are still working on a deal to sign Nick Voltemade as new striker. To sign Alexander Isak as new striker, with Nick Voltemade going to Newcastle. So that remains the story. That remains the point. So now, guys, let's follow also the situation regarding another big topic of the transfer window, and this Xavi Simons. For Xavi Simons.
There you go, people. He's on his way. So I'm going to read out the comments, guys. There you go. Fabrizio said it, man. Fabrizio said it. He's on his way. He's on his way. So David Lynch I saw as well. So let me just share David Lynch as well. You know David Lynch, Liverpool guy. He said something similar about that. So don't panic anymore, especially Badro, man. That guy was having a heart attack. Don't panic anymore, bro. What are you saying? You never walk alone. Please go subscribe to my brother here. Proper Scouser. Great guy as well at the same time as well. Big up Fozzy, my mate. How are we? I'm good, bro. My bro, everything like the stream starting, obviously, to get confidence. Isak coming now. Newcastle finally signed a striker. If we get Isak, the whole league getting. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, bro. I'll do it for you. Man. Stan Carl, say it, mate. Say it.
Give me a hell yeah. I said, give me a hell yeah.
There you go. You know, Wolfpack. Bellaba doesn't fix that broken club. Nobody can fix it, man. Oh, God. Nobody can fix that football club. It's done. Well, they're done out here, innit? They're done.
I want to tell you, the good days are coming.
There you go, Amarim. He said the good days are coming, and he wasn't wrong, people. The good days are here, man. They're here. Oh, God. So let's listen to David Lynch and see what he says. It's only 8 minutes long. It's not long. It's what you want to hear, right?
So you may have noticed I haven't done a transfer update for a little while. And to be honest, I think the reasons for that are pretty obvious, really. It's because obviously Liverpool haven't made a signing since Giovanni Leone, and their position on the two remaining targets for this window, Alexander Isak and Mark Guehi, have remained pretty consistent, really, alongside the fact there's been no progress on either move. Now, I talk about Liverpool's position there, and as I say, they've consistently said that, yes, we like the players. We want both of them if possible, if we can do those deals. But we need the green light from both their clubs, Crystal Palace and Newcastle, that a deal can be done at terms that we find acceptable. And that has not happened up to this point of the window. Well, I am jumping on today because I do feel like we're now at a point where the conditions for both clubs to make a sale are closer than ever to being met. And it is, of course, just in time, really, for Liverpool, because there are just 4 days left of this transfer window. Now, I'll give you some details. I think on the first one, the big one, really, the biggest move maybe in the transfer window for any club anywhere in the world this window. I'm talking, of course, about the potential move for Alexander Isak. And I know that supporters have been on a little bit of an emotional roller coaster with this one, largely due to some contradictory reporting. You know, you hear one day that it's completely off, there's no chance. You hear another day that maybe Newcastle are open to selling. It's been a back and forth going on in the background consistently. And as I say, that's been taking fans for a little bit of a ride. But whatever's been going on there and all the reports you've seen, Liverpool have never wavered from saying that they're in for Alexander Isak, that they have an interest in the player. And for me, that's always told the story. If they'd been told categorically behind the scenes that there was no chance of them getting a deal over the line, I feel like that would have come out by this point and that we would have known there was absolutely zero chance of them getting a move for Alexander Isak done. But as I say, that has not happened. They've never ruled themselves out of the race. And so you've always felt that there was a chance. And I think it's telling also that the player himself has consistently stuck to his guns. Obviously, he released that statement around a week or so ago and then reiterated to Newcastle again earlier this week that he only had eyes for moving to Liverpool and had no intention of playing for Newcastle again, and no intention certainly of signing a new contract, even with a release clause in it. So I think that meeting in particular has kind of sharpened Newcastle minds, because they've seemingly, as much as they've been pushing for a striker throughout this window, they have been pushing harder in recent days to get the replacement they needed. And that, of course, that was a condition they stated themselves in the statement they released through the club's official website, that they need a replacement in to allow Alexander Isak to go. They did say at the time they didn't foresee that happening, those conditions being met. But as I say, they've been pushing hard and harder. And of course, bit of disappointment this week. They've not been able to get a deal over the line for Jorgen Strand-Larsen. They're still chasing Johan Wissa at Brentford and not been able to get him. But today, huge breaking news, which of course is the fact that they are now closing in on a deal for Stuttgart forward Nick Woltemade. Now, make no mistake, the reporting around this may, from the Newcastle side, suggest that this is a Callum Wilson replacement, but I really find that hard to believe. I completely accept that the Callum Wilson replacement will be probably quite pricey. You know what the striker market is like at the moment. And obviously it's going to be a player who is capable of playing more than the 300 minutes that Callum Wilson played last season. Absolutely no doubt about that. But I just feel that this particular move for Woltemade is far too much on the pricey side of things for them to argue that this is a Callum Wilson replacement. Now, the top end of the deal, the reporting around that at the moment is £78 million that Newcastle are ready to pay, £5 million worth of that being add-ons. And this is for a 23-year-old who was wanted by Bayern Munich in this window. It just makes you, I think it makes it clear that promises have been made to Woltemade over what his role would be, and that is not going to be as a replacement, as a backup to Alexander Isak. So it feels like his arrival is a key part of the puzzle, really, and the expectation now on the Liverpool side of things is that willingness to sell Isak is opening up, and we're going to see a bit more of that from Newcastle. As I say, I've consistently reported that Liverpool are there, waiting for the green light, ready to sanction a British transfer record deal for Isak. And I think it's fair to say that they expect that is getting likelier. And I expect that it's getting likelier. And there's a real chance now that this deal gets done. And so, Liverpool have 4 days to get a bid in, to agree a fee with Newcastle, get a medical done and seal the move. I'll be honest, I don't think personal terms are going to be an issue at this point. I imagine there's been a bit of an outline discussion there between Isak's representatives and Liverpool, but there's no getting away from the fact is that this is huge, huge news for Liverpool. And as I say, a big part of the puzzle with Newcastle moving for Woltemade. They may still want Johan Wissa as another striker that may be.
Oh, damn. Bomber. Trent Alexander-Arnold left out of England. Wow. Shit. Oh. Oh, Trent, you snake. You. Well done, mate. Can't even make the England squad, even playing for Real Madrid. Oh, my goodness me. Well done. If anyone has him back at Liverpool, so do you all. Great to hear that. Trent Alexander-Arnold left out of England squad. We don't give a shit about, but you know what I mean? Left out of there. God damn. Woo. Great.
A big part of it for them, but it's clear if they get the Isak replacement, even if they can't get a deal for Wissa over the line, I think that deal is there to be done for Liverpool to get Isak, and that Newcastle are going to invite them to the table. So an exciting few days ahead in terms of developments on that one. Of course, it isn't just the chase for Isak that's going on. It's not been the only saga of the summer, because Liverpool have also been chasing Mark Guehi at Crystal Palace as well. And of course, again, I've said pretty consistently on this channel that it's much about the fee, really, with this one. Liverpool wanting to pay less than 40 million, but Palace holding firm for a figure closer to 50 million. But I think they showed their hand, didn't they, when the chairman, Steve Parish, said after the Community Shield at Wembley that Palace can't really afford to lose an asset this good and this expensive on a free transfer. That has been placing pressure on Palace. And I think this has been Liverpool's tactic, really, is to push this deal as late as possible in the window.
There's stories going around. Liverpool and Crystal Palace have agreed a £40 million transfer for Guehi. So brace yourselves. Brace yourselves, man.
Give me a hell yeah. I said, give me a hell yeah.
This is to the rest of the Premier League when these players turn up at Liverpool.
You will rest in peace.
Indeed.
Put as much pressure on Palace as possible, and that will allow you and will open up the conditions to do a deal at a fee that Liverpool find more acceptable. And I think we are getting to that part of the window, of course, as we're nearing the transfer deadline. It's also helpful for Liverpool, really, that the players may keep.
Hang on. Liverpool. Sky Sports News now. I see a van outside of AXA training ground. Is that the van? It's a transit van.
Once that window is closed. Remember,
apparently Harvey Elliott ain't going to be leaving Liverpool because of the strength and depth in midfield is very low.
that they're ready to make an offer worth considering. So, in the absence of any attacking options coming in, and the likelihood at the minute, certainly from a Liverpool standpoint, is that it's unlikely they will add further attacking options, then Harvey Elliott will very much be a Liverpool player. In fact, Liverpool will resist interest in Harvey.
I'm just watching the news, guys. Sky Sports News. They're outside the AXA training ground, so I just want to see what they're doing.
Alexander Isak hasn't fitted in terms of the valuation, of course, how far apart Liverpool and Newcastle are in terms of that valuation as well. So how likely is it we will see
the Newcastle reporter is at Newcastle, of course, and Liverpool reporter is outside the AXA training ground, it looks like, as well. So when it comes back, I'll relay what they're saying to you guys. Liverpool videos, big up, my brother. I really appreciate you putting in the effort with your streams. When I know you have a full-time job in security, so you must be really busy. Yeah, bro. I don't have time. I don't have a lot of time to do streams. I wish I did, because if I could do like everybody else, I'll be happier. But unfortunately, my job is different, man. It doesn't allow me to do that. I do days and nights, so it's very, very difficult for me. That's why I try my best. Sometimes I come in here, I come on the stream half asleep, you know what I mean? And it's very difficult for me to speak, but it's the consistency I've been trying to produce for everybody. But it is tough, but I found a way to balance it out somehow, my guy. And me having a holiday now, I'm loving it. I'm here every day. I'm here like 3 times a day sometimes. So it's working out for me. It's working out for me. But it's just like the thing that upsets me a bit. I don't know where I fit in with the Liverpool crowd. You know what I mean? We've got too many streamers who are very good, very entertaining at the same time as well, and are better than me. I don't think I'm any good compared to them anyway. But I like to just do something different and have fun at the same time as well. You know what I mean? I don't come in here with arrogance saying I'm better than this guy, I'm better than that guy. I don't think I'm better than anybody. I think probably I'm one of the lowest out of everybody. But yeah, I just want to do my own thing, guys, and that's the way. When I was like trying to do a lot of things at the same time, panel shows, this show, that show, the reason I want to do things on my own is because I interact with you guys. I don't think a lot of that gets done because when we have panel shows, the chat doesn't really get read. You know what I mean? Because we're listening to what the other people are saying, and then we forget about the chat. But I want to come on here and chat with you guys and have fun at the same time. That's the whole point of it. That's the whole point of it, man. Yeah, so let's get back to David Lynch. There's a breaking news. It's just Alexander Isak again. God damn it. Tired of that.
That it made clear that the only club he wants to join, despite reported Manchester City interest, is Liverpool. So that puts a bit of pressure on Palace again to agree a fee with Liverpool. And as with Isak, there's been another key condition met today, which is that Palace have now got through their Conference League qualifier now, and they are qualified for the group stages. And Glasner had said ahead of the game that, or made clear, it had been reported that Oliver Glasner was very keen to keep him around for this game to make sure that Crystal Palace achieved that objective of winning the Community Shield first, qualifying for Europe. They've now done that, and that openness from Palace to sanction a deal, I expect is going to be there. Similarly with Newcastle. Now, Glasner actually spoke to Channel 5 today, and he said about this, he said, it's very important that Guehi is playing. I'm speaking to Mark almost every day, and it was clear we were playing this game in Norway, and then let's see what will come. So clearly there, his tone suggests to me that everybody at Palace wanted to get this game out the way, get the second leg of this qualifier out the way, get Palace into Europe firmly, and then bring, go to the table.
There is. Sorry, guys. The Newcastle guys there.
Newcastle United, it's been a frantic 24 hours or so on Tyneside as Newcastle desperately tried.
Jordan Henderson is in the team. Wow. Football's finished, isn't it?
Yesterday's move for the German international, Nick Voldemade, came out of the blue, didn't it? He had been linked with Newcastle earlier in the window, but it felt very much like he was going to Bayern Munich. I think they'd had multiple offers for the Stuttgart striker turned down, only for Newcastle to come in at the very last minute last night, agree a deal, get him.
I just want him to speak about Isak. Come on, bro. We're all here to listen if you're going to say Isak, man.
That, of course, represents a club transfer record for Newcastle, which has stood for 3 years.
Elliot Anderson has made it, and Adam Wharton has made the England squad, but Trent hasn't. Sorry, Victor. I don't like Trent, mate. I haven't liked him for years. Everybody knows that on here. I've always thought he was a snake, even before he left Liverpool. So I'm gonna stick with my guns. I'm not gonna change. That guy has done damage to us, man. We changed formations for him, and he still didn't appreciate that and left Liverpool. And you want me to support someone like that that's taking the piss out of my club? If you support Trent, that's on you. I support Liverpool Football Club. That's the difference, Victor. And I will say whatever I want about him. He's a snake, bro. He's a snake. He's always going to be a snake to me. I'll never want him back at my football club. I want him gone. He could piss off. There you go. He didn't really say much about, obviously, Alexander Isak, but it is what it is. So let's finish with David Lynch, see what he's saying.
With Liverpool, and as I say, that pressure will still be there for Liverpool to utilise. Player only wants them. The deadline is coming up, and so Palace risk losing him for a lesser fee in January or for nothing at all the following summer. So it all seems to be lining up nicely for Liverpool, as I say. So a big finish to the window coming here potentially. Movement on Isak expected in the next couple of days. Very similar with Mark Guehi. I mean, I say couple of days. Liverpool do not have that long left. It may even move quicker than that. They might even be in talks right now as I'm filming this video. But I think very, very exciting and obviously big developments really today in both of these sagas. They do finally look like they're coming to an end. Now, do let me know your thoughts on all that in the comments. How good of a window would this be if Liverpool finish it by adding Alexander Isak and Mark Guehi? Do let me know your thoughts on all that. And as usual, I'm going to ask if you can like and subscribe. Let's get close to that 40,000 if possible. We need to get there, of course. All the press conferences, matches, transfer updates, all that to come throughout the season as well. So I'm going to wrap it up there and say I'll see you guys very soon.
Everybody's happy, guys. Everybody's happy, man. This is going to happen, man. This is going to happen with Isak. So let me read out the messages and I'm going. Liverpool to make a bid on the 12th of January for Isak with a package worth around 145 million. Fabrizio Romano. January? Huh? Am I in a different zone here? What the heck is going on here, man? Jake, what are you saying? It's a shame Harvey got that bad injury. He was unbelievable before it. Thought he was going to the top. He could still do that one day, but I don't know, bro. There's just something not right. You're right. Since that injury, he has been terrible. Yeah, feel bad for him, man. Feel bad for him. I see you, Victor. But I'm not gonna mention that, man. Come on, bro. Big up, Lady B. Always a pleasure. Come off the man, come off the Isak. Come on, James. That's the way, my guy. Come on. Yes. Anything else in the chat? Lady B, what are you saying? Fozzie, you look 20 years younger with that that goatee. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, subscribe, show love. Big up Double L Lion, man. Big up, my guy. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm just going through the comments. I personally want Wirtz on the left wing on Sunday. I don't think he's been bought for that, bro. The agreement, I think, was him playing as a number 10, his preferred role. I think that's what's going to happen. Could today be the day Peter Kraut is having his medical already? Oh, I don't know, man. I have no idea. Good weather is going. Weather is shit here. Yeah, Q. In London, we're in August and it's raining. Crazy, mate. Let me be very honest here. Watermaid is a good, as good as Ekitike. I loved watching him play. I like him, man. I said that. You know me, it's very hard to convince on players. I like him. I really do. Trent Arnold set to be left out of England. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny, isn't it, man? Even going to Real Madrid didn't even help him. Goodness me. His name is Rio, and he dances in front of the cop. Oh, Rio. I need to find the actual, tune for that. It'd be great. Yeah, let me just look at the comments here. Big up, Daryl, man. The bid, I expected it to be 9 a.m. this morning. Oh, okay. All right, guys. Like, I've been on for hour 46 minutes. I've had a lot of fun. I've got lots to think about. You know what I mean? Fozzie, do you know anyone from Born and Red? I know those guys. I used to do. We used to be before they did the Born and Red. They used to be in the spaces in Twitter. I know them. Yeah, they're good guys, man. Good guys. Good luck to them. I've heard they got a studio and all that stuff. Their aim was, to do streams, and they're doing pretty well. Man. Yeah, I know who they are, bro. I've done spaces with them before. They're good guys, man. Good guys, man. I'll be real about that. Listen, I know most of the people because I don't go on their channel doesn't mean I don't know them. I know them. I know a lot of them. All right, guys. I think I'm done here. I should be back hopefully later on if we hear some news on Isak, of course. I hope I cleared it up with Isak. I think he's coming to Liverpool, guys. You don't make this many signings without, someone leaving. And that Watermaid is coming. Well, he's having his medical at Newcastle right now, which means he's going to be the replacement for Isak. Don't believe this hype around he's a replacement for Wilson. Wilson left straight after the season ended. They never spoke about that before. All of a sudden, right? They got the Osula kid, the guy who scored against Liverpool in the last game. So I don't know where all this nonsense is coming from. They just want to they make us angry. That's what it is. They know he's leaving. It's just a matter of time before Isak leaves for Liverpool. That's what it is, guys. Let's just be realistic here. All these idiots chatting shit, and they could do whatever they want. They could do one. Don't give a fuck about them. I really don't. Let me just see what's going on in the comment section before I go. I support the Netherlands. CJ says, even though I'm English, LOL. God damn, man. You're forgetting about England, eh? That's great. Guys, just hit the likes and subscribe to me. That's all I ask for. I don't ask for anything else. Appreciate that if you could do that for me, man. It means a lot. Let me just put it that way. You don't have to subscribe to me. It's okay. I might not be the channel to go to for, what you want, but if you're just watching it, just hit the like for me. It's free. It's always free, man. It's always free. All right, guys. Should be back later on. I'm free, baby. I'll see you soon. I'll give you a hell yeah before I go as well.
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
Thank you, CJ, bro. Appreciate that, my guy. Appreciate that. I don't force people, mate. That's how it is. Take care, guys. See you soon.